Good evening. Good evening. Junction. That was kind of forced. I mean, I was surprised before I started recording. I was surprised I'm going to Junction. Well, but I wanted to say good evening first. What the frick? Junction? Okay. Your medical license looking kind of sus. Oh, hell yeah. Damn, why was his health gray? Alright, how long has it been since I made a video? I was really proud of the commentary in the previous video. Even though it was a really long video, but it was good. Let's Play Team Fortress 2 Part 39. Recorded on May 1st. Today's May 4th. I'm on the bridge. Oh, thank you, medic. Oh, shit. I sure do play a lot of Pyro lately. You look at my stats and it's like I have so many hours of Spy. Because that's all I played when I was 13. Yes, Evelyn. I need to fucking ask my parents to buy me something. God damn, I would like to chat with people so, you know, I can reassure people and shit. I mean... Is Twister really a bot? I don't see it. Oh shit. Maybe it was a trick to have me let my guard to get me to let my guard down. Hey, I want to play Gravel Pit. May 1st was a Saturday. Yeah, so today's May 1st, today's May 4th, 2021. It's 1816 hours. Wait a minute, I just thought of something. Do British people pronounce it ADHD? Maybe not even all British people pronounce it H. Because I've watched Boy in a Band. I remember him talking about ADHD one time. You know, when he was talking about, that video about Prince E. Did he really say ADHD in that video? Surely he didn't. He must have said ADHD. Twisted Sister. Okay, that's not funny. It just says Twist. Their name is just Twister. It's not funny. Is that a Twisted Sister pin on your uniform? Actually, I've only worn one pin. It was one I got at Liseberg. I wore it in my video about the year, month, day, date format. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? What? I mean, well, my days kind of blend together. I don't really know how to talk about the past few days without going into maybe too personal detail. Oh shit, look at that Slizzy there. uses a picture which I think Beatrice Durasini has used for some thumbnail and some video or something. Oh yeah. Might have been yesterday. I finally decided to, because Mr. Asane has been using TikTok, posting rest stop reviews to TikTok, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll go on TikTok. You know, it's been forever. I remember back in the day when it was called Musical.ly. Oh man, I was 12 years old. I used it a little bit, just a little bit. Then they changed it. I mean, it changed to TikTok. I mean, I don't think it was really a name change. I mean, or like, I don't know. Either it was like a merge. I mean, Musical.ly was bought by like China. I mean, Musical.ly was bought by some Chinese people, and I mean, either it was merged with something else which was called TikTok, or they just renamed it. I think it was merged, but I think it was merged with something already existing called TikTok. All right. So anyway. Or sorry, well, anyway, just that's what happened. Musical.ly became TikTok, and when Musical.ly became TikTok, I had no idea it was gonna become this big. I feel like TikTok is way bigger than Musical.ly ever was. I mean, it's grown tremendously, as far as I can tell. I remember when Musical.ly changed to TikTok, you know, I had no idea it would become such a... I had no idea it would become so popular. I hate TikTok. I hate it. It's just the worst version of YouTube. It's absolutely degenerate. It's infuriating. It's wrong on the fundamental level, down to the medium itself. How the videos are vertical instead of horizontal. It's just YouTube, but worse. And how the videos are too short. I mean, they're not too short, but it's like short videos are fine sometimes, but you shouldn't have all videos be short. See this video I'm recording right now? It's already 14 minutes. Well, then again, I don't make the best videos. Well, anyway, some videos are really long, and they're tremendous. Shit don't work on TikTok. No, you can't post that to TikTok. TikTok's bad. It's so bad. But I went on TikTok like yesterday or so, and just completely forgot about Mr. Asane, and just I don't know, just looked at some, like, the 4 TikTok videos that I'd liked a long time ago. Looked at the people who are following me. Glanced at some dumbass shit. Or, well, glance isn't the right word. I watched a little bit of dumbass shit that was on the You know, like the your home page or whatever. Yeah, your thing. The there's some. I mean, there was like, I don't know how the fuck TikTok does it. Like how they do it in respect to location, because I mean, I saw a Swedish video and I saw even a Norwegian video. I mean, but man, I don't know what it is with me, but for some reason I hate when Scandinavians. I hate listening to Scandinavians speak English. I don't know why. I mean, maybe I do. With some rare exceptions, like I don't hate it very much when Angry Foreigner. I think he's fine. He's pretty alright. Like, I don't get too annoyed listening to him speak English. Maybe it's just that I hate women. Hold on. Nah, I think, nah. Well, still, there's that really annoying feeling when I listen to Scandinavians speak English anyway. Very annoyed I am. That is something to note. Just trying to think of some Scandinavian men I've heard speak English. Let me think. Yeah, I can't think of any. Other than like some little boys, but I don't remember their names. Like, I remember there have been like some few like Swedish boys on YouTube who've been doing this thing like I am. In English, I've stumbled upon sometimes. Nah, whatever. What am I even saying? I'm not making any sense. What the hell is this? What the hell am I doing? I hate Pyro, because the thing is, like, well, I partly have myself to blame, because like all of Pyro's weapons here that I'm using anyway are you know, close range. You know, flamethrower, you can only damage people close range. The shotgun only does good damage in close range, and the Homewrecker, it's a melee weapon, so it's like you really have no reason to use the second and third, because the flamethrower is the best. That's pretty annoying, and I mean that's why most people don't use the shotgun. They use like one of these or something. But I don't want to use one of those. I mean, I like the shotgun, but the thing is, I never really get an opportunity to use it. See how I'm like doing I'm doing 7 damage, 20, 11. I mean, it's horrible. 3. It's not a what's it called? Far range. What's the opposite of close range? Look at all these anime profile pictures. Very nice. So yeah, I didn't actually, like I said, or like I, well, yeah, I didn't end up looking at Mr. Asney's TikTok page. Fuck that. I mean, I forgot. Turns out they lied about the RV. I mean, or seemingly anyway. Like, I mean, people on Kiwi Farms proved it. With like the windshield, like, was damaged in the same way in photos. They proved they weren't in an RV, even though they said they were. Or I mean, the only possibility left that leaves them not lying would be if they're driving both in their car. They're traveling both with their car and the RV, which seems unlikely to me. So anyway, yeah, they lied about the RV. What the frick? Ig Studio, that is. They're not making many videos. Well, that's okay. Quality over quantity, am I right? Except I didn't like hiding in the bathroom. I didn't like the album Hiding in the Bathroom very much. I guess my favorite song on that was maybe like Drowning. I've only listened to the album once though. Usually I have to listen to albums multiple times. Well, when I listened to Skip the Hate the first time, Fix Yourself impressed me the first time, so there's that. But yeah, so wasn't it called Drowning? That song was a little bit good, a little bit. All the other ones sucked though, kind of, pretty much. But it's kind of fun visually. The music video is a little bit interesting. Pretty wacky there, with Beatrice eating a burger for an entire song with like some weird green screen effect. Like it was green screen, like it was like over something else. It was weird. Oh yeah, and I found out they found Mint Salad's real name, which was on the Kiwi Farms, that is. What? I thought I had a folder. Where is it? What the hell? Where is it? Why is it not here? Oh yeah, I put it in parentheses. Marie Hintsala. It's kind of interesting. Hintsala sounds pretty similar to mint salad. You know, like hint salad, mint salad. I don't remember what Riley's real name was. It was like Bill. I don't know. Yeah, it was Bill, wasn't it? Oh, nice shot. I also ended up reading a bit about oh yeah, they were talking a bit about Dick Masterson as well. What was his name? I forgot. Oh yeah. Well, okay, let me just look up to make sure. What was his name? Dax? Yeah, Dax Herrera is Dick Masterson's real name. They were saying he's antisocial. Yeah, I've always hated Dax Herrera. Dick Masterson. What was it in the Kiwi Farms that they keep getting wrong that I know the answer to because I've watched a lot of Beatrice Durasine, but I can't say it because, I mean, I'm not really allowed on Kiwi Farms because I don't have their mindset. Or the age for that matter, I'm 17. What was it? I forget. I forgot. They keep getting something wrong. Well, they get a lot of things wrong, but there's this one thing I don't remember. Yeah, I don't fucking remember. Well, on Saturday I finally recorded that piece of music I'd composed a while ago. And I removed a little part of the melody that was bad. But it was really weird. Like, something happened in the middle of me recording the electric guitar, where the sound like seemingly completely changed. Upon thinking about it, I realize now what might have happened. What might have happened was that I like accidentally, isn't there like a volume knob on the guitar? I might have accidentally lowered the volume of the guitar. Maybe that's what happened. That would make sense because I turned up the volume so high later, like when I was gonna record the bass parts, but it would never get loud enough. That would explain it. Yeah, it's gotta be it. That's gotta be what happened. So it sounded pretty bad because I picked another guitar sound. Thinking that the guitar used to be more distorted, but now on that one setting that I was on, it wasn't as distorted anymore, so I needed to switch to something else. Well, whatever. So yeah. Oh, yeah. 3 pyros. Frick you. And whatever. I needn't bother trying to remember what the hell I did on these days. I mean, I remember, but I don't know if I want to go into. Maybe it's too personal. So anyway, I skipped school yesterday. I skipped school today. Been sleeping during the day. Last night, I was so the past 2 nights, the previous night and the night 2 nights ago, I read a lot of Bokudakigai Naimachi, and last night, or rather this morning, I finished reading. Well, yeah, so this morning actually, technically, I finished reading Bokudakigai Naimachi. So, and then I got back to reading Tokyo Ghoul. So the plan now is to finish reading Tokyo Ghoul, and then I'll read Azumanga Daioh. Like, finish reading the volumes of the physical volumes of Tokyo Ghoul that I have. That is. I hate reading, but I hate reading comic books even more. Because even more than books with just text. Having to make sure that I'm looking at all of the little details of the drawings is much more annoying than just reading words. It really sucks. Like I've like, I don't remember what I used to do, but now I do this like quick, like scanning the picture thing. Like I really just like sometimes I'll go like this, you know, or like, I mean, or sometimes, you know, like I'll just go like I'll just like try to look at every part of the picture. It's really annoying. I do it because I feel like I have to, and it sucks. I hate it. I don't know what the solution is. I mean, I used to read comic books slowly even when I was 12. I remember. As early as 12, I was taking like 5 minutes per page. Seriously. I made a thread on my anime list about it. And it turned out other people were reading shockingly faster than me. But there was like maybe 1 or 2 or 3 people or so, I don't know, whatever. There was at least one person who insisted that I was doing it the right way. That that's how you're supposed to read comic books. But I fucking hate it. Ugh. So, I guess I'll try to review Boku Gai Machi now. I suck at writing, so I'm not gonna write a blog post. My blog is a fucking disaster. Big failure. Speaking it sloppily is easier, but it's still gonna suck. The thing about writing is that, like, it forces me to, like, try to put my ideas, into, like, you know, concise sentences. The problem is that I don't have anything of substance, so trying to write something with a lack of substance just leaves it looking very bare. At least if I'm doing it talking like this, then it'll kind of fit the medium, if you know what I mean. Like it's speech, so it's like it's okay if things are a bit bare. It feels like, I don't know if I'm even making any sense right now. Whereas with writing, you expect something which has substance, you know, if that makes any sense, which it doesn't really. Like, it just gets weird when you try to put my very uncertain and brief ideas into writing, because it just ends up looking really weird. And it forces, it feels like writing it forces me to be more certain of my ideas, which I'm not. I'm extremely uncertain about these things. So with that said, let me try to tell you what I think about Boku Gai Machi. Yes, so back in the day when I was 12 years old, I watched Boku Gai Machi, the anime adaptation. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I thought it was great. But over time, for instance, because I watched Mr. Rasine's review of Boku Gai Machi, the anime adaptation, I started to dislike Boku Gai Machi, even though I hadn't rewatched it. Just listening to Mr. Rasine be negative about it made me think, okay, maybe it does suck. And I even listened to Mr. Rasine's podcast with Mother's Basement, Jeff Thu, about Boku Gai Machi, the anime. It's a pretty good podcast. has been re-uploaded. So yeah, I don't remember if I even gave anime scores back then. I think I did, and well, the thing is, I don't think I gave anything a 10 back then. So I think Yuri Yuri was a 9 for me back then, because I had that mindset of oh, nothing's a 10, nothing's perfect, so I give it a 9. So I think Yuri Yuri was a 9, and maybe Kirura Kiru was an 8, and I think Bokudaki Gai no Aimachi might have also been an 8. So yeah, and then like over time, you know, it dropped down to maybe like a 3. I guess this morning I changed it to a 2. Because I thought now that I've read the manga, it feels like, based on my vague memory of Bokudaki Gai no Aimachi, the anime adaptation, it feels like, I mean, it just really, it adds nothing, you know? It just strips away all of the, like, substance from the manga, which, sure, it's not that good substance, which I'm about to get into, but at least it's there, and like, so like the story isn't bare. The anime adaptation is just bare. It's 12 episodes long. It has just, they cut so much. They cut a tremendous amount. They changed it quite a lot too. I was surprised how different the manga was. Or like how much they changed like the ending in the anime. Very surprising. But you know, like, at least Bokudaki Gai no Aimachi, the manga, has the full story. Like the full, you know, story. And I get it. I get it. Well, at the same time, I don't get it. Well, I don't really know. I haven't watched many. Like, well, really, this is the only thing ever that I've read the manga of and watched the anime of. I haven't done that with anything else. You know, I talked about how, like, about a week or two ago, I finished reading Bokudaki Gai no, I finished reading American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis, and I watched the film American Psycho. But yeah, that's kind of a different thing. That's a film, you know. As for anime adaptations, I don't know. Like, are there anime adaptations which are faithful to the manga? Maybe. I mean, it is kind of seemed like it sometimes. I mean, after all, some manga are pretty long. Not all manga, or sorry, not some anime are pretty long. Not all anime are 12 episodes long. Some are way longer. And so, I mean, and if they do, like, say, I don't remember what number people used to say, but like if they cover, like, say 3 chapters an episode or so, I don't know, then surely you would be able to get through it. I mean, Bokudaki Gai no Aimachi, that's 49 episodes, or sorry, no, that's 49 chapters. Sorry. So if you, I don't know if maybe I'm just pulling this 3 chapters an episode from nowhere, but say you can cover 3 chapters an episode. That makes it so that it's 16 episodes long. That's not much longer than the 12 episodes that Bokudaki Gai no Aimachi, the anime adaptation, had. Yet somehow, like, a lot was left out. It's weird. Let's be generous and say that they can cover just 1 chapter an episode. Well, that would give you 49 episodes, which some anime are that long. Well, some anime are way longer than that. Well, okay, I guess I'm being pretty stupid right now. I don't know, it's just kind of what I'm trying to say is, I don't know Just maybe I went a bit too far with that, but it's just that I don't know whether cutting this much is necessarily what happens. But sure, it happens a lot. But just whatever. I wasn't even gonna do an anime versus manga comparison. That's not really what I'm interested in. I mean, the anime, it is what it is. It's a lot shorter. It has. I mean, all I can say is that, you know, Death Note is an anime adaptation of a manga, and I love it. Death Note, 10 out of 10. But maybe that's because I haven't read the manga. I know I've looked at like random pages of the manga. I know it has way more, or not way more maybe, but it has definitely. They cut some stuff. Definitely, they cut some stuff from the second half at least. That I know. Yet I still love Death Note the anime but maybe that's because I don't know how I'd feel about Death Note the anime if I'd read the manga first. It's kind of like it ruins things for you to read the manga first. Oh, and of course there's also Yuri Yuri, which is an adaptation of a manga. I love Yuri Yuri, 10 out of 10, favorite anime. It's amazing. But I have read like 12 chapters of the manga a long time ago. I mean, I'm planning to read the manga of Yuri Yuri, but just whatever. I feel like, at least with Yuri Yuri, I feel like I'm not gonna, if I read the manga of Yuri Yuri, I'm not gonna think, man, this did not need an anime adaptation. Of course not. I'm gonna think the Yuri Yuri anime adaptation was tremendously justified. Maybe it's different because Yuri Yuri is a slice of life. Maybe that's what makes a difference, because Bokuraki Gai Naimachi and Death Note aren't. Well, or let's not bring Death Note into this because it's kind of complicates things. Because I love Death Note the anime, so that kind of makes my point a bit unclear, I guess. Or maybe it just speaks against my point. What am I saying? But the fact that, or sorry, what am I saying? Well, okay, let's just say this. Bokuraki Gai Naimachi, it's not slice of life. It's like, what would you call it? Maybe story-driven? Or story-heavy, I mean, or plot-heavy, I don't know what you would call it. But it's not slice of life, and maybe that's what makes the anime adaptation worse, because it kind of cuts a lot of the appeal of the manga. Maybe. Could that be it? Whereas Yuri Yuri just is slice of life, so they just pick some random stuff from the manga, and so it works well in an anime because it's slice of life, so it doesn't matter if some things are cut. It doesn't really matter because the stuff that they did adapt is good on its own. And it doesn't suffer from the fact that these other things weren't adapted. Does that make any sense? And well, I suppose I can still love Death Note and still think that maybe it would have been better if these other things from the manga were adapted too. I suppose that's possible. So yeah. That's an idea. So anyway. Pagan Dragon. Alright, so Bokudaku Gainaimachi the manga. So what about it? Well, I can't say much, because I suck at this, right? Okay. Bokudaku Gainaimachi manga review. Alright. I kind of hated it. I disliked it because I guess I rate it like a 3 out of 10. I disliked it. It was too fucking it was too wasn't edgy enough. There was a lot of optimism in the manga. A lot of themes of the power of friendship, and as you know, or maybe not, I don't have any friends. And I am tremendously unsocial, so the trope, the power of friendship, does not appeal to me. There's just lots and lots of that optimism. There's this one, at one point, the doctor is like, "Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to let you go out, but I knew of this athlete who was in the hospital, and he kept going. The power of human will can beat even medical science." And I'll tell you what, that athlete, he actually won that competition too. We see Satoru is standing there smiling somewhat. Just yeah, he won. Is like that man's name Albert Einstein or what? Sorry, maybe that wasn't funny. Or maybe that's kind of the feeling I get. I don't even remember what that was. Just whatever. Just some old fucking meme from when I was younger. I don't know. from when I was younger. Well, like a couple of years ago, maybe I saw it most. Well, anyway, just a lot of that optimism. What? Did he stab me, like, from behind? Furthermore, okay, I don't know what more to say. It was just like a very, like, I guess, like, just optimistic. Or it's, or, you know, like the power of friendship. Very annoying. I don't know. Anyway, furthermore, I just couldn't get that thing that Mr. Asenade said out of my head. Like, in Mr. Asenade's Bokuraki ga Naimachi, the anime review, she talked about how the children in Bokuraki ga Naimachi are overly, are tremendously unrealistically intelligent, and that doesn't appeal to her. And, like, sure, you know, realism is not always, you know, like, realism is not necessarily good. I mean, realism does not equal good, or whatever you want to put it. Realism does not make a piece of art good, necessarily. But maybe sometimes some things should be realistic, and Mr. Asane complained about the extreme intelligence of the children. Well, just couldn't get that out of my head. I mean, I don't know. Look, I don't know much of anything about the world, but maybe they are extremely too intelligent. I mean, Unique Nemosaurus, who responded to this Mr. Asane, didn't deny that. He just said that it wasn't a bad thing, that he enjoyed it anyway. Like, he enjoyed it, like it wasn't a bad thing. I mean, I guess part of that is because, I mean, I kind of get it, because it is a whole time travel thing, and so, I mean, and it's like a crime which involves, you know, both the time. At the same time, no, they could have said it when they were a bit older, though. You know, they could have said it when the characters were a bit older. Say my age. If they really wanted to. I guess they could have, and nothing would really have been lost. Well, maybe some. Well, I mean, sure, things would have been quite different, I guess. Where are the mice? A nigga named Akira is on our team. Boy, I tell you, I do not want to read Akira. Then why do I have it on my plan to read? Well, I just feel like forced to. What the frick was that? And of course, as usual, I was confused about a lot of things in Bokuraki Gainamachi. I didn't really understand a lot. There was a lot I didn't understand. Some of it I asked about on my Anime List forums, and I got some answers. So that's kind of annoying, not being able to understand things. But whatever, so... anything else? I'm just waiting. I'm just trying to think of more negative things before I get to the positive. Oh shit, I have to, oh man. The art! You know, the drawings are so bad. The drawings in the manga are so fucking bad. They're so ugly. It's ridiculously ugly. I mean, sure, like the scenery is good, but the characters, the character design, it's so bad. With this Sambe K guy, was Sambe K the one who had drawn other? No, I'm thinking of the one who made Umibe no Onnanoko, which is another manga I've read. I've only completed 4 manga. Those being Sabishi Sugite Lesbian Fuzoku ni Ikimashita Reporto. The report. Sabishi Sugite Lesbian Fuzoku ni Ikimashita Report, if I want to pronounce it. That's one I read. That's the first one I completed, actually. It was on December 30th, 2019. And then Gakuten Saiban, official anthology comic, Naruhodo Hen, Umibe no Onnanoko, and Bokuraki Gainamachi. These are the only manga I've completed. Yeah, Umibe no Onnanoko, that's the one whose author I'd looked at some other ones of, wasn't it? Yeah, it was whatever. Soranin, yeah. Right, so anyway, I was just thinking about Sambe K, or maybe Sambe K. I have looked at some other ones of Sambe K. How do you pronounce his name? Sambe K or Sambe K? Oh shit, well, supposedly he made Robot. Well, there was a lot of authors on Robot. Oh, whatever. Yes, I have looked. Okay, I have looked at some other ones this dude has made. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember this. He made this really weird, ecchi one. What the fuck is this? It's not even worth it if you want to use it as FAP material, because it fails there too. Alright then. Yeah. So anyway, the Sambike guy. I don't know. Well, okay, it does look like he draws his other characters similarly in other manga. Or well, I can't really tell that by just looking at their covers. You kind of have to get into. Well, I mean, sure, like they look similar, but the one thing I'm wondering about, especially, is the lips. I have a big problem with Sambike's big lips he draws. The lips in his manga, like the lips in Bokudakigai no Aramachi, are ridiculously big, ridiculously accented, ridiculously just there. They're just there, these huge lips on every character. Extremely ugly. And worst of all is Sachiko, who has the biggest lips of all the characters, well, maybe not, but well, her lips are just always there. They're always there, and they're just extremely accented. Her huge lips, always there. It is extremely ugly, and well, luckily, the anime doesn't have that, except for Sachiko. Sachiko kept her huge lips in the anime. The anime adaptation. Sachiko has the lips in the anime too. I don't think the other characters do. Or maybe they do and I just don't remember. Maybe they kind of do. Let me just take a quick look at some pictures online here. Nah, it doesn't look like it. Okay, maybe a little bit sometimes. But not generally, no. No, they don't really have the lips in the anime, it looks like anyway, from the pictures on Google Images anyway. Okay, maybe sometimes, but yeah, I don't know. I think they toned it down heavily in the anime, the lips. But the lips are extremely prominent in the manga, and it's extremely ugly. There's even a hilarious thread about it on my anime list, I remember. Yeah, there's this one. Why does Fujinuma Satoru mom have big lips? Someone said, I swear I dropped the anime partly because I couldn't stand those buggers. The author got some weird fetish. Yeah, he faps to that shit. Guess some people are turned on by those juicy flappy lips. Could possibly beat the crap out of someone. Probably to make her look older. Well, no, I've read the manga. Wait, oh, no, whatever. Nah, I don't know, man. How, what? I don't know what these guys are saying. I don't know. Satoru explains it in the show several times. She's a yokai. Did she got punched or slapped? And then someone says, OMG, really? Ha 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 ha. Because she's the hottest character in the series, duh. It consolidates the MILF factor. Well, that's what I thought, or she ate too much curry that made her lips big. I see, but it wasn't for me, as when she turned I had to move back from the screen as her lips was taking too much of her face, as well as my screen. I don't know, I personally find the big lips very attractive on her. Doesn't work on every character, but I believe that it works on her. She's probably my favorite character on the shows, with Irie in second place, based on manga mostly. Because she is a MILF. I assume it's part of the art style, a fetish, or a mix of both. Jokes aside, I think it sets her design apart from the others. To look older, smarter, and different from lesser characters. I don't know what you're exactly talking about. Some of the other characters in the anime have visible lips too. Hinatsuki's mom does, and so does a little girl from the hospital, Kumi. Wait, what? She was in the anime? I do not remember that. I thought she was only in the manga. Sachiko's just happened to be a bit thicker than both of theirs. Let's hope I don't get kicked for inactivity. Yeah, I'm being too inactive. Damn it. It's simply a character design thing. Her lips make her stand out among other female characters. Correction, she's of the only characters with the realistic lips / actual lips. My theory is that she's in part or full Ainu. Which is a... an ethnic... a northern Japanese ethnic group. The original inhabitants of Hokkaido. Which is where it takes place, isn't it? When women reached aged 12 through 13, the lips, hands, and arms were tattooed. Why not? She is hot. Wow, there's actually people who dropped this anime because of lips design of Satoru's mom. That's because it's for anti-MILF factor, and I actually liked Satoru's mom. She's a really likable character in this anime also. It's because the author wanted this anime to be unique. It was only distracting me at the beginning, but I got used to it after a while. NGL, I laughed so hard the first time I saw it, haha. Alright, that's the end of the thread. Anyway, I guess I better just go on to the positive. I mean, I liked some moments. When Gaku fooled Kumi and like had her drink that from the thermos, from Satoru's thermos. Gaku was pretending to be Satoru. That was kind of cute when she like blushed because Satoru had drunk from it. That was kind of cute. And I liked Gaku. Gaku's gone on my favorite characters list, on my anime list. You know, those 10. Gaku, Yashiro Gaku. My favorite chapter by far was the one which was about Gaku. Very, very cool chapter. You know, I liked how he was eating all that candy in the car. And the tapping was weird. He was always tapping a lot. It was very they really like Sambeke really made the tapping prominent. Like when he was tapping the steering wheel. made that extremely prominent. I'm not even sure why. Gaku also often wore a suit. I like suits. I like how they look. And he had some interesting things to say to Satoru about that whole thing about like the filling the hole in your heart. I loved how Satoru said, like he said, there's like more philosophy. That's a pretty extreme way of thinking, though. I just love how Satoru thought that. That was funny. Extreme way of thinking. Pretty extreme way of thinking, though. That good deeds and bad deeds are the same. They're just about filling the hole in your heart. I wonder if man, I'm not so good at Japanese. The name Gaku uses like Gaku is one kanji name. It's the kanji which is also in Gakko, which means school. Is that why Gaku is his name? Because he's a teacher? And that's like that's the pun. Well, about me failing high school, turned out Sachiko hadn't graduated high school. And it turned out that girl later, Irie's friend, graduated at 21 years old. Huh. Well, I'm never gonna... Well... Fuck, man. I'm failing. I'm failing. Never gonna graduate. Frick. Be like Sachiko. Yep. Also, I thought it was weird how, was her name Kumo? Wait, Kumo? Kumo? Was that really her name? What did they say in the thread? No, Kumi. Kumo means spider. And cloud. Kumi. I thought it was weird how she like went she visited, or maybe she lived with them. I don't know. I don't think she lived with them. I guess she visited them. Satoru and Sachiko, and she showed them her middle school acceptance letter. I'm kind of confused. Like, how do you like get into middle school? Don't you just like do that automatically? I mean, don't you have to go to middle school in Japan? Like, I wouldn't think that that's something you get accepted to I think that's just something you have to go to, you know? It's just kind of weird. Maybe it's something about her medical issues. Maybe that was the problem. I don't know. I liked how Satoru told Gaku everything. I wonder if Satoru later told Kenya everything about the time travel and everything. Well, yeah, I think he did actually. Well, maybe he didn't tell everything. I wonder if he did later, when everything was over. If Satoru really told Kenya everything too. Satoru told. Well, there's also the fact that they were like sitting down there, like on the water, listening to it. Well, maybe they couldn't hear it because it was too far away. Gaku's and Satoru's conversation. Well, anyway, so Satoru on the bridge there with Gaku. I mean, Satoru told Gaku everything about the time travel. His time traveling. I like that he did that. I like honesty. I haven't consumed many time travel stories at all. The only other one is Steins Gate, I guess. So, you know, like supernatural stuff like that. I've always thought, you know, if I wrote something like that, yeah, that's what I would do. I would have. Well, okay, there's also that book, the Everyday by David Levithan that I had read in school. And like the protagonist of that story was trying to prove their supernatural ability to some friend. Whatever. It's just I liked that was revealed to Gaku. I guess. Guess that's a little bit cool. I think I have to go to dinner pretty soon here. Don't know if I have anything more to say about Boku Dakegai Naimachi. Just unlikable characters. Except Gaku. Well, whatever. I mean, Evangelion has unlikable characters too. Whatever. Oh man, it's almost been 3 years and I still haven't watched Evangelion Death. Ridiculous. The fact that I haven't sat down and watched that yet. Ridiculous. Oh shit, it's friendly. That explains it. So, yeah, Boku Dakegai Naimachi, the manga. Man, it did take me quite a while to read it, though, I tell you what. Well, you know, because I wasn't really reading it very consistently. So, I mean, like, the span of time is long. Like, I started on July 29th, 2020. So that was quite a while ago. So, you know, it took about 9 months. Nine months, yeah. Alright, so, and then I went to bed at around 10 o'clock. Woke up at 15 o'clock, no, 14:45 o'clock, and because I had to visit my maternal grandparents. For once, for once I decided to put wax into my hair, even though it's quite, even though it's, a little bit of a hassle, or I don't know how to put it, I don't know what words, I don't know what, how to put it. Yeah, I haven't been putting wax into my hair for like 1 or 2 weeks. And of course, tremendously, or somewhat dissatisfied with it anyway. I don't do it so good. I suck. Okay, I have to go to dinner now, so maybe I'll just end this video now. Maybe I can keep talking about this tomorrow if I want to. Goodbye.